Hey guys, have you ever wondered how to use GitHub? Well, today I'm going to teach you the basics because I've spent a lot of time learning it and I can see that this would probably be helpful for a lot of people. So let me go ahead and get started. I'll go ahead and start sharing my screen. All right, there we go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to share my desktop and you'll see here I'm pulling up. Let me go into github.com. Now in here, there's what we call repositories. So if you click on this main thing, once you log in at the top, you'll see these are the repositories that I've been allowed to contribute to. So I'm going to start and I'm going to go into our CIT261. And in here you'll see that there's a lot of different folders. Now this can be really confusing because a lot of people are concerned, well, what if I upload something that's not supposed to be there, or if I delete everyone's stuff? Trust me, I've done it about 3 times with my group. Well, what you're going to do is download GitHub Desktop. Once you download GitHub Desktop, what it does is it creates, just by clicking on this link, brings this GUI to us. Now the GUI is great, but there's other ways to get around, like the command line. So in here you see that this is my GUI for GitHub. I'm going to go really quick back to here. So right here I'm located at the master part of my repository. So if I click clone or download, this link comes right here. All you need to do is just copy that. Once you've copied that link, inside of your GitHub desktop repository, you will then create and click add, and you will have to actually clone it. So you could clone it here, but the best way to do it is from here. Create. You create using that clone that you did, and what will happen is that team 3 CIT261 will then come over here, and you'll notice that it will be in this path right here. I've already created it, but this technically could be any path. So on your desktop, it could be your C drive if you're on Windows, or just any path. So let's say you did your desktop, and then as you can tell right here, it comes all the way down, and then at the end, it appends this part to where this should be. So let me show you where that is on my desktop environment. So for example, I have this XAMPP folder that I have kind of saved, and I have htdocs, and then as you can see here, if we followed this path, I could obviously go up from XAMPP and go all the way up to, as we can see in the path, applications, XAMPP, XM files. But what I've done is I've just gone straight to htdocs, which is here, and then I go to CIT261. And this is what happens when you do create repository. So basically what you have is a mapping from here to here. As you can see, if you look at it really closely, you have these same folders on your local machine as well as in the repository in the web. So a lot of people wonder, well, how do I make sure I don't overwrite things? Well, I found that the 3 easiest ways are 3 commands. Those commands are git, let me write them down for you. Yeah, you don't have Notepad editor on here, so I will bring up Text Wrangler. Those 3 simple commands are git add, git commit, and git push. Pretty simple, guys. So let's go on a little bit more. I want to make this video short so that you guys will really understand. What will happen is, let's say in here you want to go into, as in our group, we have everyone's name, so everyone can have their own individual file. So basically, if I were to create another folder like this, and I would entitle this test, I will then create a new folder within here. But I'm going to go in here today, and I'm going to add a test for you guys. So what I will do for now is I will just take this portfolio text, I'll copy it over, and I will rename it test. So this is just a test file. Now, as you see, this has now been added. If you come over into your GitHub, you'll notice that within this team, it says that there are 2 changes that I need to make to be able to be in sync with the online version. So if I were to commit here, it would commit these changes up to the website. But this GUI is known to have problems. So the command line is really simple. I'm going to make it really easy for you today. I'll open a terminal. You'd open a command prompt in Windows. And I'm going to just change to the different directories that I need to be in. So I'm going to go all the way to the top. And you'll see here I'm at my root directory, working directory. I'm going to cd to my applications where I have mine saved, xampp, htdocs. And there it is, cd team 3. Now, as you can see, I'm going to go into that sandbox. I'm going to go into Brandon. And once I'm in Brandon, now that I have this directory, the easiest way is to do everything within this directory, push it up. So I added a new file. So I need to add that to my local queue. Git add. And if I put a dot, it will add everything that's underneath this directory. It'll look and search for every single file that's been added. So I can do git add dot, git commit dot. What this does is it says, oh, there's some files that need to be committed. So within here, you can press I within terminal to write, and you just basically write a simple line. Then you just save it. This will obviously be different in Windows, but just in Linux and VI mode, you just to get out of this VI mode, you press Shift and colon, and then WQ, which stands for write and quit, and then you can force it. So now that's done. So everything's been committed, everything's looking good, and then all I have to do is git push. Now what you'll see is git push, it does some writing. If I come back here, you'll see, oh, those files are starting to disappear. And if I come up here into my repository, go to my sandbox, it will see a minute ago, and there you go. That test.txt file is now there. If you have more questions, feel free to reach out to me. Obviously, there's a lot to learn with all of the class materials, but I'm here to help now that I've been learning myself. Thank you for your time.